Hello everyone, my name is Danikin and welcome back to The Lion Song. Today is going to be the final episode. We're playing episode 4, Closure, and let's just jump right in. I can't wait to see how this ends. Right, so it all goes back to this train station. I'm curious what's going to be happening here. Oh, I can't click anything yet? Okay, now I can. Wiener Neustadt. Haven't been here long, and I'm leaving again already. Okay. Conductor. Given that the train has stopped just for me, the dispatcher seems awfully calm that I'm not boarding. Been here long. Same thing. Mountains. The Schneeberg. Father owns a large hut up there. What was that? Abandoned platform. Not a soul around to say goodbye. Alright, let's board the train. It's time. What was my compartment again? Are we gonna meet up with all the other people from the previous 3 episodes? From all the intros? Where's my blasted ticket? What compartment did it say? Was it 9? I don't know. I must be in the wrong car. Well, is this? Oh, excuse me. Not the right one. Let's just go through all of them. Good day, oh, I'm sorry. Passenger? Seems quite engrossed in that book. I'm not in the mood for a conversation anyway. I just want to find the right compartment. Empty. You can sit in that one if it's empty. Okay, definitely not my compartment. Okay, so you're expecting others? Oh. That was a 6, not a 9. This is the right compartment. I knew it. It's everyone from the previous episodes. Is this seat taken? How far are you going? All the way to the end of the line. Aren't we all? Oh, that was a short intro. What? Ooh, ouch. Let's check the window first. I guess this is how the adventure begins. And we're always beside you. Metamorphosis. I believe this is yours. Thank you. Farm boy? Excuse me. Yes? What brings you on this train today? Me? My family. I'll be sending them money. That's very noble of you. I'll finally be able to help support them. Excuse me. Is there any news? No front page. Only local news. Anything about Vienna? There's Wilma. There's... I already forgot his name. It starts with a Z, Mr. Z. It was like Zoffer or something. former professor at the mathematics faculty at the University of Vienna. He made it to the news. Zoller, that's what it was. The mathematician. Yes, that's what it says. Markert's new exhibition, great success. There's an article about an exhibition opening. Franz Markert, the portrait artist. Portrait artist, you call him? How about the genius? The shooting star? His art has so much truth to it. Caban to repeat success concert at the Music Verein. This is Arthur Caban, right? Is that what it? That's what his last name was, right? Arthur Caban. A concert at the Music Verein. Arthur, yeah. An Arthur Caban musical production. Yes. Do you know him? I met him once. He came to our village. Okay, I think that's it. Elements of Change. Wasn't that one of the books from episode 1? I think this book fell out of your luggage. Oh, thanks. Venus and Furs. That's also a very familiar book. Yours? Thank you. Ooh, photograph. Let's talk to the student first. Best not disturb him until he's done checking his belongings. Okay, let's check out the photograph. A photograph of a few students. Hey, I'm pretty sure some of these people are familiar to us. This guy looks similar. And I bet one of these is Emma. Probably not. Maybe. Maybe it's just a coincidence. He must have dropped it. Your photograph? Oh, yes. Thank you. Is there anything else we can talk about? Franz Markert. You know him? Yes, I know him. And his work. Quite well, as a matter of fact. Although, we've never met. There's a market. A few months ago. Are we playing as this guy now? I guess so. This copy is coming along nicely. There's Franz and Joseph. Greet is showing my latest portrait this evening at the salon. I'm very proud of you. Carry on. A tough subject, as you'll see. Ooh, just straight up ignored. I'm sure you captured him or her admirably. Markert himself? And another exhibition? More work for you, Paul, old fellow. Paul? Right, I remember Paul from episode 3. Thanks for inviting me, Markert. Hold it right there. Oy vey. Wait, what was, is he not allowed to paint in public? He's right behind me. I need to hide somewhere. You won't escape this time. Uh-oh. Stop, Weber. I've got you now. Oh, was I supposed to be like clicking? I thought there'd be like locations. Halt! You cannot escape. You're coming with me. Oh my. I encountered the markers often, but I was beneath their interest. I was invisible to them. Probably because I'm not a very outgoing person. I decided that should change. So you are a street artist? You copy famous paintings for the tourists? Something like that. Marker's early works weren't as sophisticated as his later portraits. It feels as if he were an overnight sensation. I like to think the people around him, his patron, Greet Lanishak, and even I, in my own small way, helped him evolve so quickly. We were never formally introduced, but I made my presence felt. A few weeks ago. I wonder, is this the right place? Franz Ferdinand? Is that the lieutenant? I don't remember. No, that was like someone. No, that's not him. Can that be... Let's just go Markert. Oh, there's Markert. Over there, Gustav Klimt. I guess I pick all of them, apparently. Is that Wilma Dorfel? Certainly not. The young lady accompanying Professor Kaban is a new protege. Can that be Lanishak, the critic? Of course, that is Fräulein Lanishak. Everyone knows her. You oaf. What did you call me? Who's that person? A failed artist? Or a beggar? Maybe both. Yes, this is definitely the place. Such a distinguished audience. Ugh. Dressed like this, I'll stand out like a donkey among racehorses. I need a disguise. Clothes make the man. The coat rack could help. I don't think anyone would mind me borrowing that jacket. Damn. Complete 180. Who is that? He certainly does not belong in here. Oh, do I need a hat? Wearing additional coats won't help me to fit in. Oh dear. And who might you be? A collector. I'm a collector. Of what? Lice? What? But then again, I do not care. Just so that you know, they'll kick you out if you keep wandering about in these clothes. Man, what are napkins? One of these might serve as a stylish scarf. There. Almost couture. Him again? Ugh, riffraff. I should also get a glass of wine. I've been trying to do that. I've been clicking it. Is that not where I click for the frickin' wine? I'm clicking it. Just leave at this point. The police are still looking for me. Oh, right, that's why we're here. But Margaret and I have so much in common. Might never get this close again. Okay, I see this wine flashing and I'm trying my best to click it. But I can't. Excuse me, I seem to have misplaced my glass. Here you go, mein Herr. Cheers. Okay, that makes sense. So now am I more distinguished? I should try to blend in by talking to some of the guests. Maybe someone knows who his latest subject is. Okay, clearly I'm not talking to these people. How about Klimt? Herr Klimt. Yes? A pleasure to make your acquaintance. And yours, Herr? Weber. Paul Weber. Ah, yes. Do you know who Markert's latest subject is? You want to tell me? But we shall see in a few moments, won't we? How do you know Franz Markert? Well, I discovered him. Were you not here when I introduced him? I'm afraid my aunt was terribly sick that day. I'm sorry to hear that. Please, excuse me. Okay, let's talk to you, Lanashak. Good evening. Lanashak. Good evening. Do I know you from somewhere? You don't remember me? I'm terribly sorry, but I can't recall your face. I'm sorry. I can't seem to remember where we met either. Well, if you do, please enlighten me. I need to find out more about Lanashak. Watch unveiling. Doesn't look like the unveiling will start anytime soon. Do I talk to you? My dear Gustav. Yes? Please excuse me. You again. Did you remember where we met? I'm sorry. Okay. Well, if you do, yeah. Okay. I need to find out more. Do I talk to the waiter? Waiter. You wouldn't happen to know something about the guests here? What would you like to know? What is Lanashak like? She's a genius if I ever saw one. What was that accent, man? Painting is easy. What? But distinguishing art from the mundane. I'm not sure I quite agree. And real from fake, that is hard. Well, if you put it that way, some imitations are indeed quite good. What? You have missed my point entirely. Never mind. Can you tell me something interesting about Markert? I'm afraid the answer to that request is no. Do you often work at events like these? Yes, when I'm not serving at the cafe. I try to focus on events of cultural significance. How can you tell what's culturally significant? Oh, you must be joking. Just look at the people that are gathered here. The creme de la creme of Vienna. The last time I saw all of them in one place was when I waited tables at Herr Klimt's birthday. Excuse me. Ah, interesting. It is, isn't it? Well, thank you. Klimt's birthday. Lanishek must have been there as well. Let's talk to you now about your birthday. Herr Klimt. Yes? We spoke at your birthday party. We did? Do you remember discussing our upcoming collaboration? Oh, you mean modeling for the nude group painting? For the nude group painting? Oh, yes, I will get back to you regarding my schedule. Please do. I'm in desperate need of more cherubs. That was close. Please, excuse me. I think we can... Okay, we have to talk to you now. You again. Did you remember where we met? We met at Gustav's birthday party. Oh, there were so many there. You must excuse my hazy memory. It's no trouble. What did you want to speak to me about? What about... Margaret's just between the two of us. Do you know who his latest subject is? You'll see soon enough, will you not? Nevertheless, from what I hear, he or she was a challenging subject. I can tell you that it's someone you're quite familiar with. Oh? Most interesting. Was there anything else? What about what you've been doing lately? What are you doing these days? Oh. A rather personal question, wouldn't you say? I'm sorry, it's just that I so look forward to your critiques. Well, was there anything else? Tell me about who Margaret will paint next. He has been toying with the idea of visiting Berlin. Has he now? To gain a much needed change in perspective, yes. I'll leave you be. Excuse me. I think we're ready for this now. I think they're about to start. Keep painting, Margaret. We can make a fortune together. You are an art dealer? I sell paintings, yes. Here's my card. I'm always pleased to welcome new patrons. Yes, and I've sold a couple of yours already, Herr Klimt. Since none of us know what tomorrow may bring, I may as well confirm what you already suspect. I am a forger. You copy an artist's work, then sell it as an original? Only fine art, understand. There's so much dreck on display these days. I copy only the best. You've copied more than one marker, I take it? How could I not? Marker was a dream come true. I copied several of his earliest works, then sold them to rich tourists who knew no better. But you've decided to concentrate on your own inspirations? Inspiration? Shall I list for you the artists whose work was only discovered after they were dead? I'd rather not wait for my rewards. My mistake. What were you going to say? He outgrew both himself and, unfortunately, me. Ladies and gentlemen, please gather around. It is time for the unveiling of Franz's latest work. Who will it be? Any ideas? His subjects are from all classes, all walks of life. It's impossible to know. I hope it is a man. It's said he has affairs with all his female models. What you mean is you hope he paints you. Fans herself. Well, of course, I would be honored. Oh. It's moving. How do you make a painting that moves like that? That's kind of sick. Is that great? I knew at once there was no way I could copy that. Yeah, because it's literally moving. How do you copy that? Have you seen his most recent paintings? Yes. His work has turned darker of late, as if the light were going out of the world. "321 kilometers to go." So are we gonna be going through like everyone's stories in here? Excuse me? Yes? Say, do you play the harmonica or only polish it? Do you know any other songs? I know one. I could try... I know that piece, but I can't remember where I heard it. Wilma composed it. Who is Wilma? Your lover, perhaps? Oh no, I think they're siblings. What? No! She's my sister! Yeah, so this is Otto. I knew it. It's Otto. She's a composer. Wilma Dorfel. Why is it spelled differently here? You've never heard of her? I can't say that I have. No, never. Damn. Tell us about your sister. Wilma didn't always live in Vienna. She grew up on a farm with Mama, Papa, and me. But one night, that all changed. Tell us. A few years ago. Little Otto. Well played, big sister. We have to hurry, Otto. Papa told us to be home before 10. I'll collect the money. Oh. I need to pack my violin. Can you collect the money, Otto? Okay, do I go here? The young one plays well. Wilma is self-taught. And she writes many of her own songs. What's that you say? She's elf-taught? Do you think I'm daft? I suppose elves made her violin. She taught herself to play, and Papa bought her violin in milk. Oh. Well, here then. Thank you. I'm glad you liked what you heard. Tough looking man. Send your sister over, boy. I have something I'd like to discuss with her. I don't know why I just chose like these weird ass accents. This is in like Austria. Like, I don't know what their accents are like. If you enjoyed the songs, could you spare a few kronen? That isn't all I want to enjoy. She plays the violin for money. That's all. Now pay up or shut up. Okay, that's a little much. Watch your mouth, Twig, or I'll snap you in two. You just try it. Sir? Sir, my songs are meant to soothe, not sallow. I'm sure Otto, and my papa, and my 3 uncles would not take kindly to anyone who spoiled the mood. She's right. There are a fearful lot of Dorfels. Don't you want our money? Oh, yes. Here. Money for the music. Thank you. Please give my regards to your wife. I could have beaten him. Someday I'll show you how strong I am. Sure thing, Otto. That's Arthur. That is 100% Arthur. I don't recognize him. And he looks like he should have at least some coin on him. This is Professor Caban. He has an offer for Wilma. And what do you want with my sister? Young man, I assure you my intentions are honorable. Oh? I am Arthur Caban. Here's my card. As you see, I'm a professor of musical theory. From Vienna. It was only by chance that Professor Caban stopped at the inn on his way to Salzburg. He was very impressed with Wilma's songs and told us he would try and arrange a scholarship for her at the institute where he taught. It was a dream come true for her, one our parents could not have paid for. Her compositions were that good even then? Yes. Professor Caban said her ear was very mature for her age. I used to tease her after that about her old ear. What was it like growing up with a prodigy like Wilma? A prodigy? Wilma? She was years older than Mozart. Most girls her age were already married. Okay then. What was it like growing up with your big sister? Well, of course big sisters are given to younger brothers to tease. Of course. She could hear music even when none was played, I guess it came from inside her. Don't say that. She closed her eyes and listened, lost to the world. And naturally, you were respectful of that. Naturally. Well, no. It was the perfect time to steal her violin and hide it. Perfect. Several years ago. I'll show them that I can play too. Alright. It's right there. I just need to wait for the right moment. That's a loud bird. I'm supposed to help Papa with the oxen. He won't notice I'm missing if I'm fast enough. Careful now. I need to get closer. Otto! I'm telling you, it wasn't easy. It took skill and daring to steal that violin. Where did you hide it? Oh, someplace out of the way, but safe. I didn't want anything to happen to it. I didn't want anything to happen to it. Again. So now you play an instrument too. This thing here? I'm not very good at it. At least, not as good as Wilma. There was always music in her. I sense another story. You ask a lot of questions. I'm a journalist. Well, at least I was. There isn't much more to tell. It was after Wilma got her violin. We don't have much, so naturally, I was jealous. May has come, and trees blossom. I can't sing this. And now clouds float in blue skies, and a spring's song is sung. Well done. Is this Wilma and Otto? Okay. Many years ago. Both of you. Again. Wilma, what is it? Did we miss a note? No, you played it as written. We sang it as written. Here we go again. Then what is wrong? Can't you hear it, Papa? This passage here. And now clouds float. Clouds! The notes are so boring. But we always sing it like that. I want to sing it the same way. But it's so boring. Now, hold on, both of you. Papa, you need to play better notes. Can't you hear how exciting it could be? Grr. Show me. Me? I don't like these options. You play, Papa. Not Wilma. Let your sister try, Otto. Fine. It's alright. Show us. Like this? That's very good. Mm-hmm. The notes don't have to be so well matched. Each can have its own life. Uh-huh. Go on, keep playing. Wait. Then we should change what we sing, too. Oh? What do you have in mind? I can come up with something, too. Let's see. The clouds are gone. And she's playing all wrong. Otto, you will not sing that. And flowers have sprung. We are singing with my papa. I don't know, man. And the bugs have much fun. Alright. You can sing that if you want to. Now, Wilma, play. There. Can you play it like this? No. You're right. The violin is yours, Wilma. Keep it. Play it. Make your music. So Otto was a little brat. She trembled, looked down at the violin in her hands. Her eyes were shining. That was the beginning. I wish I had heard her in concert. So each person in this train is representing a different episode, which is kind of cool. Episode 2, Episode 1, Episode 3, I'm assuming. Let's just ask this. Let's get through all the dialogue. Traveling far? What do you think? I'm headed south for a vacation. Is it because you're on the run still? Never mind. Okay, so we only have the student left. Excuse me? Yes? What brings you on this train today? The same as you, I bet. Shut up. While I'm talking? Excuse me? Yes? That photo. Who are the people next to you? That's Professor Renishek in her class. Emma. Her? The first woman lecturer in mathematics at the university. That's me in the front there. Wait, is this the same guy with the green text from episode 3, but he's older, so it's like less green now? Is that the same guy? I forgot what his name was. It was the guy with the green text from the Radius. Because he has a green text, but it's like less vibrant, so maybe this is he's older, so maybe that's why. I remember her duel with Zoller. I wouldn't have been so lenient with him. They worked together afterwards? Yes, for a while. But his sister died of tuberculosis soon after the duel. He became a prominent supporter of tuberculosis research. I had no idea. Professor Renishek was funny, too. She always managed to make us understand highly complex concepts. And she told great jokes, too. Oh, he was one of the people in the audience, I'm assuming. That way, the change can be maintained. Ugh. Change, change, change. It's all about change with you, Emma. Or M. Forming a new state over time. Theodore, do you understand what we just heard? His name's Theodore. You didn't pay attention again, did you? No, I did. But it was far easier to follow Professor Nenner's lessons. Oh, don't pretend. Professor Renishek is an exceptional teacher, even as a substitute. Nenner is the one with green text. Look, here. It's easy. It's all about change. Yes, I kind of got that. Look here. Oh no. I bet it's this one. The destination of the secondary change is the inverse function of change. What? Me. Imagine a dog that really needs to pee. What? Just listen for a second, would you? If the dog pees, the liquid will be gone. That's genius. Oh, for crying out loud. I wasn't finished, you blockhead. Oh, right. Go on. So, Renishek's theory basically asks the question, can the amount of liquid change, but stay the same? And the question is answered by the secondary change. If the dog drinks water while peeing, the amount of liquid would stay the same, hence forming a new state over time, a Renishek state. What was that bark? I think your explanation is all wet. Hey, I actually kind of understand that, so I don't know how you're a university student. I give you higher mathematics. You give me puns? Why are you being so stupid about it? Oh. Well, I'm just here for the jokes. Oh, excuse me? And that is what separates us from other sciences. We are looking beyond how something appears. We look for a deeper truth about the world, and everything it is, and everything it could be. That reminds me of a joke. A theologian, a physicist, and a mathematician watch 3 people go into an empty room. After a while, 5 people exit the room. The theologian exclaims, "It's a miracle." The physicist scoffs. Clearly, there's been a measuring error. Finally, the mathematician proclaims, Oh, there we go. If another 2 go in, no one would be in the room. Oh. That was the whole joke? It makes no sense. I guess her jokes don't travel well. Maybe not. But she did change a lot at the university. I remember when my cousin wanted to study physics. Many months ago. May I help you, sir? I'm here to speak to a member of the Radius. Are you indeed? They are a private gathering and are not to be disturbed, especially by a student. Fine. Then I would like to use the lavatory, if that is all right with you. Surely not. I will not be fooled again. Ugh. It's very important that I see the Radius. Young man, you are not getting in that room unless you pass a test. I've had some bad experiences in the past. Very well. What is your test? Tell me the names of 3 members on the Radius. Professor Roche. Correct. Professor Worm. Correct. Does Emile Shell count? Does Emile Shell count? Professor Shell. Incorrect! There is no Professor Shell in the Radius. Of course there is. That's who I want to see. There is no one by that name in the Radius. Good day. Wait. Oh, I meant, of course, Professor Renishek. How you could forget Miss Emma, I don't know. She is the heart and soul of the Radius. Lovely woman. Well, may I enter now? No. What? Why not? I passed your test. Well, perhaps. But no. You called Fräulein Emma by the wrong name, so you mustn't know her very well. Which means I will not let you enter the Radius. Please leave now. Ugh. What's wrong? Can't you find the door? Fine, I won't bother the Radius. But I am hungry and thirsty. I would like a seat. You would not send away a paying customer, would you? Of course not. Thomas? Could you show the gentleman to a table? And do keep an eye on him. Certainly. Follow me, mein Herr. Here we are. Take a seat. I'll be right back. Huh. I don't think so. Now, I just need to get past him and into the Radius. No time for distractions. They're debating men or arguing, not sure. Oh! I've seen the man on the left before. He was part of a rally in front of the university the other day. Oh, that's Victor Adler, leader of the Social Democratic Party. If I weren't in a hurry to meet Professor Renishek, I would go and introduce myself. No time for distractions. Let's go. Oh, he's not going to bother us? Let's go! Hold it right there. You are not allowed in there. Damn it. Can I go into the kitchen? That's the kitchen. I really don't want to know what it looks like in there. Can I go to the toilet? I don't need to go right now. Should avoid drinking too much coffee, though. Oh, they're right there. You are not allowed in there. Okay. Can I talk to you? Excuse me. Excuse me? Excuse me? Yes. Why can I not enter the radius? You are not allowed. Why? Excuse me? Hey. Man. An old man. Unmoving. Maybe he's dead. Probably not. Oh! That's Victor Adler. Okay, same dialogue. Am I supposed to distract him somehow? Do I leave? Won't leave. What a beautiful woman, but quite the dull-looking companion at her side. He must have a lot of money. Outside. Feels like there are less and less people outside these days. More space for me to walk. Various posters, lots of beautiful women. Okay, we get it. Old boring French teacher. Reading a book, not ordering anything. Just taking up space. Make way for the young, I say. Variety of cakes. Cakes. Could order one. Maybe that would distract the waiter. Excuse me. Yes? I'd like to order a cake. Certainly. What would you like? A piece of Sacher Torte, please. Right away. Now's my chance. Come on. Door. The radius, finally. Let's go. We're gonna get immediately kicked out. Oh. They totally heard that. I bet. And who do we have here? Oh. I do believe that is one of my students. Theodore, isn't it? That's right, Professor Ranishek. Well, come on in. What can we do for you? Yes. Old man. Excuse me. Professor Roche? Is that you? We see his face. That's what he looks like. Yes. Oh, but you're not smoking. Have you given it up? No. I have a cold I can't seem to shake. Cough. I hope you get well soon. That might be like cancer talking. A photograph of members of the Radius. An image of Professor Renishek is attached to it. Let's talk to you. Theodore, it is good to see you. I apologize for bursting in on you like this. What is going on with me right now? What can I help you with? Where is Professor Nenner? I don't know. He's been missing for a while now. Yes? Sorry. I have a favor to ask of you. Oh? I have a cousin who wants to study physics at the university. Bravo, but why come to me? Maria is a girl. A woman. Almost a woman. Ah, then I understand all too well. Is she bright? Like the sun at midday. She wants to follow in the path of Marie Curie. Bright and ambitious, then. Please tell her to come talk to me. I promise I will do whatever I can to see that she is allowed to enroll. Thank you, Professor. Thank you. Good day to you, Professor Zoller. Good day to you, too. I wanted to speak to Professor Renishek. Please conclude your business and leave. Hey, they're not arguing. Ulrich, always awake during his evening seminars. Now I know how he does it. He naps in the afternoons. I rest my case. Ho ho ho. I must return to Serbia soon. To Kragujevac. Why? Politics. What has a mathematician to do with politics? I will remember to ask that when I get there. How long will you be gone? I doubt I will be coming back. But who will I argue with? What will I do? I wonder if you would do me a small kindness. What is it? My cats. I cannot take them with me. Would you take care of them? Oh, your cats? I will try. That's so sweet. Thank you. It's not easy to leave them behind. To have to leave them behind. At least I'll have something to remember you by. And argue with. Oh, that's so sweet. I like how you can tell that they care for each other even though they're constantly bickering. Empty bottle of wine. Okay, let's leave. Professor Renishek's vote was all it took. The faculty would grumble and wave their arms as usual, but in the end, the professor almost always prevailed. Maria was allowed to enroll. Yay! She was an actual professor? Not officially now, but that's what the students called her. And even some of the faculty members. A remarkable woman. I agree. I remember when she was leaving the university to write this book. Okay, back here again. Oh, is this Marie? Was it Marie or Maria? No. Professor, why must you go to Manchester? Because my students all need so much attention. Where would I find the time to write my book? Well, I, for one, don't want to accept this change. I'll miss you. I'll miss you all too. We need something to remember you by. I would have thought the last mark I gave you on your last exam would be enough, Richard. Something to remember her by. Photographer. The photo. Oh, a photographer. How convenient. We should take a picture. However, that man is currently talking to the photographer. Kill him. Easy. Lucas, Richard, Gertrude. Okay, not Maria. These are students. All students. Students with their teachers after class? What the heck? That's rare. Guards. I'm glad the market is becoming safer. There were a lot of shady people here according to the papers. Like that herbalist? Was he shady? Is that why it's closed? Looks like they also closed up a couple of stalls. Okay. Who else? Young boy. Hello, boy. Good morning. Could you and your father move? He's busy. I can see that. But I really need to talk to that gentleman. That's a photographer. Yes? You will have to wait. Just like me. Wait and wait and wait and wait and... I get it. Wait patiently. That's the first, action option that we've had. A couple of minutes later. Papa! They're still here. Man, that wasn't the correct option. Can you help me? I'm bored. If you get me something to play with, maybe I'll help you. I don't suppose you like vegetables? Ick. No. You can just wait, you know. That's apparently what good boys do. I think Lucas has something that might entertain the boy. Never mind. Bye. Let's talk to Lucas. Lucas? Yes? Ooh, could I have some of those snap bangs? I don't want to cause a riot. There are always police patrolling. Don't worry, it'll be fine. What do you want them for? It's complicated, but I don't need many. Maybe just 5? Alright, but I don't have a lot more after that. Thank you. Be careful with them, alright? Of course. Let's give them to the boy. Hello, boy. Good morning. Here, I have something for you. What are they? If you throw them on the ground, they go boosh. Ooh, gimme, gimme, gimme. But you should only throw one at a... Where did you get that? That's enough. Let's go. Well, did not go as I hoped, but at least no riot. And now I can talk to the photographer. It worked. Excuse me. Yes? Could you take a group picture of me and my friends over there? Of course. Just gather everyone together in front of the camera. Okay. Take group picture. Professor, a photographer. How about a picture? Perfect. A secondary change to maintain the state we're in right now. I still don't understand how that works. Flashbang. I wonder if everything will change now. So that was Gertrude, and that's Emma. That's you? You look so much older. Whoa, 22 kilometers left? Okay, so we've been going at it. We're almost there. Gentlemen, you have done the impossible. You have taken my mind from our destination. I thank you. Not so fast. You were a journalist. You must have a story to tell. Alas, it is a short one. I wanted to write, but my family was against it. A baron's son must naturally be in the military. So I couldn't continue writing. I wish I had a story like one of yours. All 4 of us are certainly headed for a story of some kind. Yeah. Although yours will be somewhat different, I think. How do you mean? We 3 are enlisted men. 5th Army here. The same. 5th Army, yes. headed for the camp west of the Drina River. But you are an officer. 6th Army, yes? It's that obvious? Not only that, but you boarded the train at Wiener Neustadt. The military academy is there. I suppose it goes without saying, but I'd rather write. Write the stories we've told you. They're a record of a life we may never see again. Write what you see in the coming weeks, months. Someone must write it down so that there will never be another war like it. I think it'll be over soon, don't you? No, I don't. But I agree. Write the stories we told, if you feel they have value. But write, too, of the men you lead. Their stories matter even more. Ooh. Paul, why are you on this train? I'm not interested in hearing your platitudes. You helped me, let me help you. You can't. Why? Tell me why you enlisted. I didn't, Lieutenant. I was drafted. Theodore, why did you enlist? Because war is madness. Oh, that makes so much sense. How do wars start? Greed for wealth or land. Fear of those who are not like us and therefore must mean us harm. Revenge for a zealot's bullet. And you think you can stop all that? Probably not. Not by myself anyway. But I thought I could at least try. I know that sounds foolish. Do you have something in mind? Yes. Who makes the decision to make war? Politicians, not soldiers. If more politicians spent time facing an enemy bayonet to bayonet, maybe they would try harder to find another solution. A solution? Like you did with that photo when your professor was leaving? Instead of lamenting, you took change into your own hands. Precisely. You sound very passionate about this. And naive, I suppose. It seems you have a gift with words. Your professor taught you well. Maybe. And still she disguised as shell. I will speak only the truth. No shams and no disguises. What stops you from doing that? I want to inspire the people. But I don't know if I am brave enough. You have courage. I see it in you. You see more in me than I do. Naturally. Just like Renishek. How so? Wouldn't you call it brave that your professor took over Nenner's classes? Yes, of course. Extraordinarily so. But how am I brave? You're putting your life on your line for your beliefs. On the line. And what if people listened? How do I know that what I'm proclaiming is what's right? You're a scientist, are you not? What of it? You can't know you're right, but when there's new data, you adapt your theory. Renishek did in the duel with Zoller, remember? She could have destroyed his career, but something changed in that lecture hall. She acknowledged his efforts and respected him. Yes, together they accomplished so much more. I wish I could be as sure as you are. You studied mathematics. You understand odds? Of course. I would bet on you. I'm sure your professor would too. It does sound like something she would do. Based on all you've told us, it seems the changes she brought were not just for her, but for everyone. What do you mean by that? What do you mean by that? She did not just focus on her own theories. She changed something in others around her through her teaching. Change. And I can too. And then Otto, you're going to war to support your family? It's why Wilma left home. Now it's my turn to help. But I have no talents to speak of. It doesn't take much talent to point a rifle and pull the trigger. More than you might think, young man. I'll tell you this. I'm no coward. I'll be at the front of the charge. That does not take talent. Yes, your sister had talent. But she did not just waltz on top of the stage. It took time and effort to become who she is now. But in the end, she fled home all the same. All opportunities squandered. I gave my word. I'll fight until my last breath, if I must. Playing the hero. What's wrong with that? You think you're ready for battle? And why not? I'm going to war. You must prepare for what's coming. How did your sister prepare for writing her song? She faced her fears head on. She never accepted any help. But you're not alone on the battlefield. Your family is depending on you. You must protect Wilma's song. The Lion's Song! Wilma had so much potential, and she still does. I don't know why you're discrediting her, but okay. And she let us down. What do you mean, let us down? But not me. What do you mean, let us down? I'm sure she's amazing. I won't let them down. Were you not there when she performed the Lion Song? She was popping off. You will if you rush heedlessly into enemy fire. You cannot be thoughtless. To be thoughtless is to be blind. Blind? I don't understand. Find the calm deep inside you. You've been in this situation before. Your story, the men at the inn where your sister played, your family needed the money, and you swallowed your anger and took it. I never should have taken that money. Staying calm. You make it sound so easy. It's not. It's the most difficult thing there is. Wilma's choices seem to have had a great influence on your life. Even watching from the sidelines, I was changed. Will you think about what I've said? I know you mean well, but I'm sure of myself. I am done living in Wilma's shadow. I will fight for myself and my family. I wonder if I could have changed his mind had Wilma made different choices. Are you talking to me directly? Had Wilma made different choices? What do you mean? Are you saying I did something wrong in episode 1? We're almost there. Then I must change. My men must see me in uniform. Ooh. Where did Paul go? We're coming to the station. Where is Paul? He left just after you did. I don't think he'll be joining us at the front. He won't if he gets shot deserting. Deserting? Deserting? He must still be on the train, though. I'll go and look for him. Finally, some action. We can finally move. Soldier, did a man pass through here? Whoa, we're so short. Short king. No, sir. Carry on, then. Yes, sir. Luggage, compartment door. Paul? Oh, he was one door over? You're leaving us? Are you going to try and stop me? You don't think much of yourself, do you? My turn to get psychoanalyzed, Dr. Freud? It doesn't take a Freud to know you. I'll die out there. Maybe. Maybe we all will. But if you run now and you're caught, no maybes. You will die. The police caught you before. This time, I won't run. I will hide. What makes you think you know me, son of a baron? I don't. But think about it. Margaret confronted his battles head on. What battles? Did he fight someone with a brush? On guard? He painted his greatest critic. Touché. The train is slowing. Will you sound the alarm? No, it's your decision. We were right. You will make a good leader. I'll do my best. Please leave me now. I have a decision to make. I'm glad you reconsidered, Paul. Gentlemen, we go to different battles, but I would be proud to have you in my command. I will do everything in my power not to fail my men. If I fail them, I would be failing you. My name is Albert Vogel. Everyone calls me Bert. I love that. Let's go, Bert. Shake hands. I like how they don't even use their names. Shake hands with Wilma's brother, the forger, or Emma's student. Why can't I just shake all their hands? Why do I have to choose one? Let's do the forger because we had the best talk with him. Paul Weber. Yeah, thanks for reminding me your name. Oh, I do all of them. I mean, okay. Otto Dorfel. I see the purpose now. Theodor Lechner. In 1914, shortly after the assassination of Archduke Franz Ferdinand, men were drafted. It was the beginning of the First World War. Oh, you know what? I'm not really good at history, so I probably should have known that, like, Franz Ferdinand was, like, 1914's era. I probably should have known that, but I didn't. I knew the name was familiar, I just couldn't, like, piece it together in my head, because I didn't pay the best attention in history class. The name was familiar, though. I should have known, though, that it was, like, World War I stuff. I mean, I had a sense that it was like, pretty 1900s era. Oh, no. Oh, no. Did they all die? Otto went to war to defend his family and his country. As he lay dying, looking up into a darkened sky, Wilma's song was on his lips. Oh no. Paul stopped running away. Committing to something for the first time in his life, he returned to Frida. And a few years later, that commitment turned into a small, happy family. Wait! Is he the herbalist? Am I wrong? He looks like the herbalist. Was he the herbalist? Because when we were there, right, it was closed. He looks like the herbalist. Did I just make that connection? Frida. Why does that name sound familiar? Herbalist. Was that him? In the 4 years of war, something inside of Theodore changed. Pursuing a career in politics, he swore to prevent another war at all costs. I mean, good try. At least he tried. Wilma's music wasn't successful. At least she tried. But seasons pass, and the world moves on. But one day, Wilma returned to her hometown. While she never stopped writing music, she took up teaching it. Ooh. One late autumn afternoon, a woman stepped into Leos Podany's inn. She sat down silently. When asked what she'd like to have, she smiled and answered, "A plate of your world-famous dumplings, Leos." Wilma and Leos? Wilma ex Leos? Confirmed. The music that brightened the early years of the 20th century was not Wilma's music because she was not successful. Fell silent after the outbreak of the war. Yo, that silence was effective. Franz Marker must have done something to change his grandfather's mind. This is Joseph? He began climbing again soon after his grandson's success. The young painter accompanied Griet to Berlin, where they loved one another for a short, intense period of time. Why did you have to specify short and intense? No, Franz was drafted 1 year after the war broke out. In the brief quiet before dawn, he drew the layers of his comrades. In 1918, Gustav Klimt died. No, marking the end of an era. Why is this so sad all of a sudden? I didn't think it'd be this sad. Emma Renishek moved to the United Kingdom, accepting an offer to become lecturer for mathematics at a university in Yorkshire. Throughout the 20th century, many scientific discoveries were credited to Emma's proof of the Renishek state. Is that a real thing? I need to search that up after. Renishek state. Emma kept writing to Nicole for the rest of her life. Oh, so we did end up becoming friends, even though it didn't say that we were friends in the decisions? Nicole found she didn't hate quite as many things as she used to. During the war, the University of Vienna was transformed into a military hospital. But lessons continued to be learned wherever students and their teachers could meet. The First World War came to an end in 1918. The total number of military and civilian casualties amounted to more than 38 million lives. Damn, I knew it was in the millions, but 38 million? That's how it ends? Why is that so sad? I didn't realize it would be about World War I. Oh my gosh. That was so sad. So was that like... I'm just trying to like think, like, what was the purpose? I guess it's to like... I need to think about this. Holy moly. So... obviously this takes place in Austria during World War I, or like slightly before World War I. This music is so loud. And like each character had like their own struggles. Otto died in the war. That was so sad. I mean, I don't really know what to make of it, to be honest. I'm trying to think, like, what was... like, that last episode felt so much more different than, like, all the other ones. Like, all the other episodes had, like, a very bright, happy ending. At least most of them. Like, I thought this was, like, what I was expecting was, like, a bright, happy ending where, like, you know, these characters are struggling, but then they eventually overcome their differences and their struggles, and then they make something great out of it. And that's like, especially after episode 3, like that's like where I was expecting that to build. But this one ended up being like, this episode in particular, it just ended up being about like these 4 characters, one of which is completely new, and the other 3 who are relating to the other previous characters, and like their backstories. Okay, that's the credits. Let's look at this. 53% also took money. 86% weren't able to escape the police either. I didn't know I was supposed to be running during the map sequence. Also used snap bangs. There was another option for that? 22% also encouraged the two men. Oh. Like, which two men? Like, Paul and Otto? Paul and the student? 57% of all soldiers mobilized in World War I were casualties. What? What is this? How could I affect that? Why is this like a decision? How did I decide this? How can I change this percentage? I don't understand. Okay, that was... Let me go to this connections gallery because I haven't looked at this once yet. Oops, I go straight to the main menu. Man, I feel like I'm missing something. Okay, so these are all the connections I made. Franz. Oh, Franz Markert's sketch turned out to be an inspiration. Right, I noticed these connections. Don't get me wrong. Oh, did I go to the main menu? Oh my goodness, I thought it would just keep scrolling. Episode 4, episode 2. Where's episode 3? Let's go episode 2. Here to stay. When Klimt obtained the first Markert, he knew it was a keeper. Where it's at. Arthur Caban is always present at important society events. He loves to socialize. He was there? What? The gramophone at the salon plays a nice little composition by Wilma Dorfel. Deep thoughts. Nothing can disturb the smoker at the cafe. Oh. Was the smoker Roche, the mathematician? Not famous enough. Even though Klimt is well known to the vendor, he could not obtain the special paint. Franz got his hands on it first. Right, I remember that. Even here, upon finally making it into the radius secluded back room, Emil notices a familiar song. Going home, Nicole witnesses Wilma finally moving back to her family. Episode 4. I definitely missed a lot of things, I'm not gonna lie. Wilma. Reed and Franz decide to leave Vienna and go to Berlin. Part of the gang. Emma sided with Zoller and the radius stuck her photograph next to the group photo. What a waste. Even though she fought hard for it, Wilma's concert didn't turn out as magnificent as she had hoped. The harsh reality of it. Youthful and brimming with energy, Otto lost his life on the battlefield. Otto, I knew you were gonna... When he was talking about like how he's gonna run into like face first without thinking, I should have known he was gonna die after he said that. Man, yeah, exactly. What a waste. Never too old. Joseph, changed by his grandson's success, regained his vigor and took up climbing again. Greet. Okay, hold on. Franz's portrait of Greet was made immortal by that special shimmering color. Oh, that's what this is? The special paint? I should have known. Do you paint or create any kind of art yourself? Haha, no, I have absolutely no talent whatsoever. True. What's your background or reason to be an art critic? I went to a strict but good school. There I learned to speak my mind. People soon started asking me for my opinion. I never planned to become a critic. Isn't it hard to make so many enemies? I detest falsehood, but sometimes when I reminisce about a meeting, I fear that I might have been kinder in my wording. How did the art world change after Franz's art? Everything changed, and nothing did. There were these bright sparks of new ideas, a glimpse of what art could and should be. Then came the war, and with it, the fear. And in its wake, the stupidity of day-to-day survival. Man, that was so depressing. So what did we learn? The lion's song, right? Wilma, she did not succeed. You succeeded, but then you went to the war. You succeeded. And then Otto died. And obviously the war happened. So a lot of bad shit happened. Alright. I'm curious to know what other, decisions I could have made, if there are alternative endings. Probably not, I'm assuming. But still, it's a lot to think about. It just leaves a little bit of a sour taste in my mouth after, all three having such, uplifting endings, and then episode 4 is just oh, we're here, it's World War I, by the way, and these people died, and this person failed, and all this sad stuff happens. Oh, but then this person, went to the University of Yorkshire and, became successful. It's okay, so is this trying to tell us, the harsh realities of World War I, the effects it has? Or is this more so about the individual perspectives, right? Because, they spend so much time on these characters and their individual, struggles. I thought this was going to be a lot more, focused on, individual struggles, which it kind of is, but there's so many, connections between other characters that I just don't really fully understand. Maybe if I looked, further into this game, I would get more info about that, but just from a first playthrough perspective, I feel like I've got a couple parts understood, and then there's just so much stuff that I don't understand. There's clearly a very great message here, but it also feels like I'm missing something. I don't know. What do you guys think? Overall, I will say overall though, the art was pretty, the game was good, the storytelling was amazing. I overall enjoyed the experience, don't get me wrong. It's just I didn't expect that ending after all of that. Even in episode 4, I wasn't expecting, stuff about World War I to just pop up right at the end. I was thinking okay, closure, how is this gonna end? It's these 4 characters, is there gonna be I thought there was gonna be a great reunion for all these characters. That's what I was expecting. But no, it's just everyone goes their own separate ways, and then World War I happens. It's okay. The Lion's Song, what does that represent? What does it all mean? Is there a meaning, or is it just there's the idea that everything you work towards can just all of a sudden, change so abruptly, episode 3, it was all about change and change and change. Is that what it's getting at? How much your life can change and how big of an impact that can have on one's lives? I don't know. I'm gonna be honest, I don't know. I'll have to look into it more. But overall, I enjoyed this playthrough. I definitely plan on playing more story, narrative experiences, but we'll see. But overall, I like this playthrough. Let me know what you guys think. If there's anything I missed, please let me know in the comments. Leave a like if you enjoyed. But other than that, that was the Lion's Song. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you all very, very soon. Bye-bye.